This time, I will get my divorce. Mr. Chapter 8. Meanwhile, at the Fuller residence, Jean was instructing her servant to swipe away all traces of Sonia, the sheets she had slept in, the slippers she had worn, the aprons she had worn, and even the dishes and chopsticks she had used. What are you doing? Toby frowned slightly when he came back. Jean snorted softly. Why should we even keep that woman's belongings? Tina is the one you will marry in the future. She rolled her eyes as she spoke, and she hurriedly came over. Toby, didn't you divorce her already? Remember, all the money you have is all your hard-earned money. Don't you even think about giving her a penny? He replied lightly. She didn't want anything. Jean obviously didn't believe it. That's impossible. How could she not want anything? She doesn't have money. So why wouldn't she try to earn a fortune from you? Otherwise, where will she get the money to provide for her kept man? Thinking of Sonia's relationship with the male model, Toby's head throbbed. Not wanting to deal with Jean any longer, he instructed Tom to show her the divorce agreement. Arriving upstairs, he noticed that Tina was sitting in front of the window while reading a book. She raised her head and smiled softly at him. You are back. Looking at her soothing smile, the irritability in his heart was slowly washed away. Are you feeling better? I am okay. I got bored in the room, so I just found a book to pass the time. Tina gently put the book on the bedside table, stood up, and hugged Toby's waist from behind. Toby, do you regret divorcing her? Toby's voice was low. I don't love her. Besides, she cheated first. The corners of Tina's mouth curled up slightly. The man turned around and hugged her. Let us not talk about her anymore. The most important thing right now is your health. Uncle Gray will hold a banquet for you next month, so you have to get well soon. Tina blinked and smiled as she answered. I know. After Toby left, she dialed the number of the Grays' housekeeper. Miss, what's your order? Tell my dad about Sonia crashing her car into me. You know what to say, right? Yes, miss. After hanging up the phone, Tina turned her head to look at the cactus by the window, and the corners of her mouth slowly curled upward. Toby returned to the company and called Tom to his office. How goes the ocean, as Hart I told you to prepare? Tom respectfully responded. Sir, news from Italy came. They said that it'll be delivered by air in about a week. The Ocean's Heart necklace was a famous work by an internationally renowned designer. There was only one in the country, and it was extremely valuable. Tom knew that Toby had spent a ton of resources to buy it and had planned to use it to propose to Tina at the Grays' family banquet. This reminded Tom of Toby's wife, who had been with him for 6 years. He had never once given his wife a gift, let alone expensive necklaces, or even flowers. One time, she came to the company to visit him with a lunchbox but was driven away by him with a cold face. With that, she immediately became the laughingstock of the whole company. All the employees knew that the husband did not take his wife seriously, and the few times she came after this, she was turned away right at the front desk. Tom sighed. Toby treated his ex-wife with far less than 1% of the gentle treatment he had given Tina. Hearing Tom's reply, Toby only answered dismissively without speaking. After that, he lowered his head to continue looking through the files in front of him. Right then, a phone call came. Toby glanced over and saw that it was from a friend, so he quickly connected the call. What's the matter? A frivolous young man's voice spread from the other side of the line. Toby, look at the latest headlines on the internet. Toby didn't know what the man was up to with this, so he unlocked his phone and glanced at it casually. In an instant, his eyes froze on an article. It was a rather intimate photo of Sonia with that male model. He had his head down, while she was tilting her head upward. The angle of the picture made it seem like they were kissing. Along with the photo was an eye-catching red title, Breaking News. President Fuller forced to be divorced, while popular male model successfully took his place. Thanks for listening to the Bravonovel audiobook. Welcome to download the Bravonovel app. Read the novel this time. I will get my divorce. Mr. Online and get the latest updates.